Welcome to Robert's Guitars and Gear. Today we are going to talk about the Fender Player Duo-Sonic HS. What is going on with this guitar? Why would you have it? Why do I have it? And how does it sound? Well, if you start with a little history, this guitar started way back in the 1950s as a student guitar. As many attributes that lend themselves to that. It is 24-inch scale, so even if your hands are not very stretched out, you can fret chords with this and reach across the fretboard. It has a very small, compact body. It's very comfortable to play, very thin. And so it was suited for that, but it is suited for much, much more. Now, these short scale Fenders, maybe not in particular the Duo-Sonic, but certainly the Jaguar and the Mustang became very popular in the grunge era because that shorter scale for Fender could give you some really different tones than you would get with the 25.5-inch scale. And again, very, very popular with players like Kurt Cobain. None of those things are why I have this guitar. I have this guitar because as an older player, and the more I practice, the more my hands get stiff and sore, maybe a little bit arthritic. And the short scale is very, very appealing to me because I can't stretch my fingers out the way I'd like to. Second, this is 22 frets, and the fret and the neck is a very comfortable, standard kind of Fender C shape. Very, very easy to manage with my hands. And again, this body is very compact, very light, just very easy to play. So this drew me to this Duo-Sonic. And then you'll see a couple other things that are really important before we play. Number one, this thing is absolutely beautiful. This is the transparent red. You can really see the wood grain through this. I'm not sure if it's coming through in the camera, but it's beautiful. It is exceptionally well finished. This is a made in Mexico Player Series guitar. It's got that Player Series neck with the satin kind of finish. It's just perfect. The frets are fabulous. Now the Player Series in Mexico were having some issues with fret ends a few years ago. My last two guitars from there have been great with the fret ends. That is not an issue any longer. You see the higher gloss finish on the headstock. It's just beautiful. And the second thing, as I'll show you in just a minute, is that it really plays great. A couple more features before we get into that. Single coil neck pickup. Fundamentally, it's kind of a Stratty neck pickup. You've got a player humbucker here in the bridge. You've got a three-way switch, standard master volume, master tone with a coil split. And that coil split only works on the bridge humbucker. So, very, very cool, very attractive guitar. And what I'll show you is overall, this really plays well. So let's try some tones and I'll prove it to you. All right, so I am on the neck pickup, single coil. I am running through my Boss next tone, running a clean tone. How's the sound? What I get from this this neck is just a very chimey, very classic Fender clean tone. I think it sounds just fabulous. So you really can get, I'm going to call it a Strat type neck tone, just chimey, clean, fabulous. That extends to really any kind of tone you do with the single coil. If I go to the bridge in the humbucker mode, it's warm. It's a little bit ice picky, but it's warm. If I coil split that, that's an interesting tone. It's almost a little bit like a telly bridge, and it is not objectionable at all, and it does get you a little bit of that telly sensation in the bridge. Really is quite nice. So that's a clean tone. Now we'll put some gain on it and see how this thing does. So now I'll put some gain on. I'm in the bridge, single coil. What do I think of that? Well, to be honest, I'm not nuts on gain with this single coil in the neck. It just, it kind of overpowers it and it gets a little muddy for me. The good news is you don't have to play it in the neck. You've got this full humbucker, and when you get it dialed in, I think it sounds pretty good. And I would happily play this. So I would say in the bridge, that humbucker delivers. I'm not sure my playing delivers, but that humbucker delivers. So what you have in summary is a very cool little guitar. It looks beautiful. It's really, really high quality. Gives you fabulous Fender clean tones, chimey, spectacular, and it gives a surprisingly heavy and full humbucker tone in the bridge. The only tone I don't really care for is a heavy gain tone on this thin single coil in the neck, but you don't have to use that. So overall, if you're a player like me, if you're an older player that maybe has smaller hands or stiffer hands or just a smaller stature person, this guitar's great for you. If you need a light guitar or small, again, because you've got some physical issues or just a smaller frame person, this is a spectacular guitar. I really think you can do anything with this and play anything with this. You get a range of tones that's just great, and it's a joy to play. And certainly a better player than I can make a tremendous, tremendous use of this guitar. So I highly recommend it. Check it out. See what you think for yourself. And thanks for watching.